Good morning. Really, you're gonna give me this good morning? Good morning! Very good, very good, very good. I couldn't be happier to be for the third year in a row in Beirut, which is by far my favorite city in the Mediterranean. Top 5 in the world. So I couldn't be very happier to be here today. Thank you, thank you. So, what you guys gonna expect from this stage, I'm gonna make you one promise, and one promise only. In the next 2 days, whatever you're gonna hear from this stage is no bullshit. We're not gonna do any storytelling, any dream big, any shit like this, okay? We're gonna give you notions and concepts, which I promise, okay? You're gonna leave this stage and apply them to your business tomorrow. That's the only promise I'm gonna give you today. All our panelists, keynote speaker, and guests, they are real entrepreneurs, real VCs, okay? They make money. This stage is called the money stage because it goes back to the very essence of creating a company, which is making money, right? That's why I want to open with this slide, which says, money talks, bullshit walks. So let's get started. Before we go to our panels and keynote speaker, I just want to give you 20 minutes on my sales talk. This is the same sales talk I've been giving here in Lebanon the last 3 years with some adaptation over and over. And I've been giving this sales talk to the top business school for MBA graduates in INSEAD, in IE, in Stanford. Let me introduce you to Jade. She is the best saleswoman I've ever met in my life. I met Jade in a beach in Cambodia in 2014. Like many tourist places, around the world, especially in Asia, where I'm based in Manila, as a tourist, you get approached by people trying to sell you any sort of things, right? So in Thailand, in Cambodia, they try to sell you a bracelet, coconut water, Viagra. I don't know why they always target me for these sort of things. And Jade approached me like any of the other people approached me throughout that day. And she said, you want a bracelet? And I didn't even look at her. And I said, not interested, not interested, okay? She looked at me straight in the eyes. And she asked me, why? Why don't you want a bracelet from me, right? And I said, okay, that's interesting, right? There are some people that are just natural on sales. They didn't learn anything. It was a gift. They were born like this. But these skills can be also taught. And that's what we're trying to work in today. So Jade, with a beautiful smile, a beautiful Cambodian smile, looks at me and says, I think this is perfect for you. And she takes one from the selection that she has, and she put it around my pulse. And I'm still wearing it, right? And that's how she closed me. I didn't have anything to do. I couldn't resist anymore. She closed me right there, right? She listened to my objection, she pitched me a product, and she closed me right there. I couldn't escape anymore. So, who of you here is in a sales job or in a sales position? Please stand up. Sales job, sales position. Only one? Really? Sales job, sales position. Stand up, please stay. No worries. Good, stay there. Who of you is a CEO or owner of a business? Please stand up. Wow, a lot of you. Well, you guys who just stand up, you should seriously reconsider your position because we are all in sales. Either you are a CEO, an owner of a, please, you can stand up, you can sit down. You can be a sales guy, a CEO, or owner of a business. You guys are all in sales. Why? Because you don't only sell to customer. You sell to talents because they're gonna pick your company instead of another company. You're gonna tell to supplier. You're gonna sell to media to pick up your news. It's a constant sales process that throughout your organization you have to perpetuate. Now, this is how my employees perceive me. It was my birthday a week ago, and in our Slack, which is our communication channel, my employees, they send me these pictures. This is should be Tony Stark in Iron Man 1, by the way, okay? And they put banknotes all over, and they put all the countries where my company operates, because we operate all over Southeast Asia. Now, this picture tells me one thing. First of all, I'm not Tony Stark. Second, my employees, they perceive me as a money-making machine. And it's very important because they believe that through me, they can achieve financial certainty. Because if I succeed, my company succeed, they succeed. It was very, very important for me to receive these pictures, and that's why I'm using it today. That's why business owner and CEO, yes, you have salespeople sell it to clients, very good. But you sell to your employees. Only you can do it. This is the only slide about me. That's what I do. I build companies in Asia. That's exactly how I hand over my business card, my personal business card when I'm around the world doing conferences. I actually hand it over with the title, not my name. Nobody cares about my name. It says exactly what I do. And that's a closure right there, right? Because I'm gonna get your interest if you wanna go to Asia to do any sort of business. And that's why I hand it over like this. I handle a fantastic team in the Philippines, and we also fundraise. And fundraise is what? It's again a sales, because you go to a VC, which has a pipeline of hundreds of companies that are trying to fundraise, and they're gonna pick you instead of somebody else. And I strike them as the most reliable guy to give me $500,000. We are now fundraising $2 million. Okay, hopefully we announce it by the end of the year. It's a sales process, nothing different. And this is my team. They love what they do, right? It's half of my team. The other half is based in the office, okay? But what I mean is that my team is infected with what we do. We self-brand ourselves as the Airbnb for office space. My company is called Flyspaces. We basically allow SMEs to find cheap and affordable office space. But that's not relevant to this conversation. What is relevant is that I sell through my employees, and my employees, they will kill to the success of our business. Okay, so let's break this down. Who saw this movie? Very good, very good. It's a little bit old movie, so people like my age, we can get it, okay? There was the first rule of sales, always be closing, right? But what does it even mean? Every time you do something, there is a closure, every time. Every time. Handing over my business cards, getting your interest, having you contacting me, it's a closure right there. And there is no such a thing as a 90% closed deals. Business owners, how many times you talk to your salespeople and they say, how is this deal? Boss, 90% closed. Bullshit. There are money in the bank or zero. It's 0% or 100%. There is no such a thing as 90% closed deal. It's very funny to quote myself, but that's another thing I always say. Sales is not about pitching, because talking doesn't bring money in the bank account. It's closing that bring money in the bank account. So remember, sales is not about pitching. It's about closing. So let's break this down. Right. The very first thing is you need to sell with pride. Everybody comes and tells you that you need to love what you do. Yeah, it's true. That's very true. And you need to love the product that you sell. And trust me, salespeople, those of you who are in a sales position, and I hope CEO realize they're also in a sales position, is the best job you can possibly get. You will never run out of job. If you can sell anything. You will always have a job, always. Sales is the fuel of an organization. There are great organizations around the world. We know sales, they are not so great. I'm gonna use Apple as an example because everybody will understand it. People lining up 2 days in advance. In Beijing, during winter, is minus 10 degrees. Chinese lining up 2 days in advance before the new release of the iPhone 7. It happened again, okay? Because they give some sort of uniqueness to their product. They sell it very, very well, right? Think about it. If I wait 2 months, I can still get it. Actually, the price is gonna drop. But think about it, how Apple sells this product. Also, you need to understand and you need to perpetuate a concept of money throughout the organization. Money is always in the picture. Always. It's on salary, it's on contract negotiation, it's on supplier negotiation. Never take money out of the equations within your organization. Now, the best part of you is that Lebanese are probably the best Middle Eastern business people I ever met. I had dealing with Lebanese in Africa, all over the Middle East, and all over Asia. And you guys have such a hedge because you are aggressive, you're passionate about what you do. That's something that I salute you for, and this is something that when I do this talk in, let's say, Central Europe, I cannot find. Central Europeans, for instance, have a great programming skills, huge technical skills, but very poor social skills. I remember talking to some people in Bulgaria, even the co-founder were not talking to each other. One wanted to go in a strategy, the other one wanted to go in another strategy, right? The social skills you guys have in the Middle East are unique, are very unique, okay? And you should leverage on this, because again, with sales, you can achieve anything. You also have to consider sales as a form of persuasion. It's again, acquiring talent, getting the charm of the customer, getting the charm of the supplier. You will never run out of ideas. You always have to sell with ethics, right? A short sales that bring you a quick buck is not making a company sustainable. Do not oversell items, product and services to people that don't need your product and services. Yes, you're gonna make a quick buck today, but you're not gonna make a successful organization tomorrow. So always be mindful of how you sell and what you sell. And obviously, the very first sales, it's with yourself. Okay, you follow? Boring, no. Can we have some music, please? Okay, now, I want you to look at the person next to you, okay? You look here, no kissing. That's a closure, right there, very good. You look at the people right there and you say, you are a closer. Come on, tell it, you are a closer. Energy, you are a closer. Energy, more. Good. Very good. Okay, so what are the rules of persuasion? This is actually not my material. There is a fantastic video on YouTube that explains this in a very graphic way, so I strongly recommend you to watch it. The first rule is reciprocity. I live in Asia, and all Asia businesses are based on reciprocity. Is I give you a favor, you owe me one. Most of the time, I give the talk I'm giving you to big corporations, not necessarily without charging my rate for speaking, but because I know I might need the CEO of this organization at some point. So I'm giving the very same talk I'm giving today to a lot of real estate conglomerates in Asia, because then I need them, because I'm in real estate. And guess what? Some of them now is investing in my company. How do I meet the CEO? By giving this talk. It was reciprocity, right? Reciprocity is fundamental in today's business. The second concept is scarcity. That works very well in real estate. When something is perceived as scarce, automatically gains value, right? Why do you think every time you look at a condo residential unit, although it's just been built, last units available, although the condo has never been sold? Because that gives a sense of scarcity. The third concept is authority. You need to sound, look, and act credible in what you do. For instance, you can write white papers, you can write articles. You will see the power of social media today, how they will empower you to gain value as an authority in whatever you do. I publish videos and pieces of work about management and sales at least 2-3 times a year. Okay? And they get circulated by the followers I have, and then I get more inquiries, and the show goes on and on and on. Third one is consistent. You need to be consistent in what you do, and you need to ask for consistency to people. If people say, you want a car? Yes. You want it red? Yes. What's your budget? 30K. Great. Here is a car. Here is that. 30K is the budget. Here it is. I actually wanted yellow. No. You told me it was red. You can't go back. Okay? So seek commitment, small little commitment along the way. Liking. That's very common, especially in Southeast Asia. You want to do business with people that you like. Very straightforward. Lastly is consensus. You need to build consensus throughout the organizations, also depending how big the organization is. There is echo. Okay, so understanding your product. In my opinion, there are 4 sets of products. You need to understand where your product and your organization sits. Innovative product, okay? These are the Uber 7 years ago when riders and drivers were trying to understand how it's going to work. Some skepticals, okay? Innovator product, they are characterized by people with a lot of limiting beliefs. This is not going to work. Are you crazy? Me stay in a house of somebody else? It's going to rape me or kill me, God knows. No way. You crazy. Innovative product. The innovative product have higher entry barriers on the demand side, on the usage side. Not on the market side, right? You need to understand people that have your belief. You need to pick up the innovators, okay? There is a graph will tell you the innovators are always 6% of the market. 6% of your total addressable market will adapt newer products because they love it. They want to feel the first. The second set of products are emerging products, which probably is covering most of us today. Emerging products are e-commerce like 3 years ago. There were a lot. None of them were super big, apart from the big American ones, but now there are more and more and more, right? It still works on early adopters. There is a credibility issues because there are so many around there. and you need to deliver, okay? If you get an order on your e-commerce company, you need to fulfill, you need to fulfill, you need to fulfill at any cost, at any cost. When I was building a company for Rocket in Southeast Asia, I was delivering things myself if a rider was not available, okay? You need to deliver at any cost. The third product is the common product, okay? Fashion. Fashion has a brand equity component attached to it, but let's say H&M, how you call it in Zara, you know, these things in Europe are perceived as common product. They're fast fashion, okay? Those products are characterized by credibility. You're attached to the brand because you maybe start using when you were younger, okay? You need to have a great pitch because a lot of same companies pitching the same clients. And you need to have, it's a buyer's market, right? There are buyers sitting and waiting for you to sell. You need to build a relationship and use the tool that I just explained in the slide before. Lastly, commoditized product. That's the shittiest place to be. Telecom. Telecom, sorry, Alpha guys. Or Touch, what is the other telecom here? I am a consultant for the biggest telecom in the Philippines. They want to leave the commoditized world. They're making still $32 billion of profit every year on commoditized, but it's declining 10% a year. So they know that the commoditized space is gone, okay? There is absolutely no loyalty, no branding. It's purely a price war. Being in a price war is not fun, unless you're not a big company. Never join a price war. There is always somebody with more money than you. Okay, so this is the most important slide of the whole talk. You can take pictures, please. If you apply the rules today, you will close tomorrow. I guarantee you, personally guarantee you. How does it work? First of all, before you do a sales, you need to prepare. There are two sets of preparations. Empirical research, we actually study the company, their business, their problems, their market, their financials. And there are emphatic research, when you study the person you're talking to. Why? Because he has to like you. People always buy you first. They don't buy the company, they buy you, right? So every time you get in a B2B sales meeting, for instance, you need to study the person you're pitching, okay? Look at his LinkedIn, look at where he went to school. How many of you here went to American University of Beirut? Look. All of you have something in common already. You probably share the same professor that you hate, right? That's already a way to break ice. That's already to create relationships, right? Study if he made press releases, you know. I hate golf. I really hate it. But I have to take a week of golf courses at 6 a.m. under 42 degrees in the Philippines, which I loved it, obviously, okay? Just so I can talk about golf. I hate golf. But I don't know, somewhere in the world, they said all the rich guys, they need to play golf. I don't know why, but I had to take golf classes as a consequence. So I can have a chit chat, okay? Great. So you're prepared, you finally have this meeting, you sit down with the guy or the girl, right? Chit chat. American University of Beirut, golf, let's talk about dogs, let's talk about women, let's talk about men, whatever you want, whatever you're passionate about, whatever. Great, 5-10 minutes. Don't get way too chit-chatting, people lose focus. Then you ask qualifying question. So I understand that I sell a software. I understand your company needs this software. Is that right? Yes, we actually look for this software. Great, qualify. Okay, the guy is already visualizing, oh, this guy is selling me software that I need. Great. You present yourself, who you are, what you did, how can you help the company. You present your company, and you present your product in that order. Yourself, your company, your product. Why? People buy you, buy the company you stand for, and yes, your product. Your product, it most likely it's a product that somebody else has. But they will buy you and your company. You always have to say how it's gonna benefit them in dollar cents. Everything can be translated in dollar cents. This software can automatize a process. Great, now I can save on human resources. So I can save on salary. How much saving does result? Okay, always translate in dollar and cents. Always use analogs. This company, this product, these services, our company has been used by XYZ companies, has been used by big names, smaller names. Okay, people, most of them, they are not innovators. They don't want to hear, so who else is using this product? Actually, you're going to be the first. Are you too excited? I say, no way. No. What if your product has glitches, if you crash, whatever reason? I don't want to be the first. My ass is on the line. My ass is on the line. No way. Okay? Always use analogs. Put your collateral sales material logo of company using it. Okay? Even if they use it once, they use it. No, they can't say no. Closing and next steps. When you leave the meeting, okay, always understand what are the next steps. How many times you leave the meeting and you're like, actually, okay, yeah, I sent a thank you email, but that's what are the next steps. Always ask what are the next. Ask to the guy. Okay, sir, who is involved in the decision-making process for this product and services? Marketing and sales. Great, can you bring them in the room right now? I'm here, right? Do you mind? They're not available. Can I get his name? Can I get his business card? Can I talk to his assistant? Okay? Imagine even if the guy comes in the room because the CEO calls him, shake his hands, you have a face, you have a business card, direct contact, then a cold email coming from a copy-paste somewhere. Always understand the next steps and who is involved in the decision-making process. Big organizations, they have a lot of people making decisions, good or bad, that's not for us to say. Lastly, 3 very simple pieces of advice. Time, dress code, and material. Time, traffic is never an excuse. I live in Manila. Who of you knows that Manila has the worst traffic in the planet? Well, Waze, no. 6 kilometers here is maximum 1 hour. 6 kilometers, 2.5 hours in Manila. Waze says Manila has the worst traffic on the planet. Jakarta is probably next door. Traffic is never an excuse. Even for a job interview, if somebody arrives more than 50 minutes delay, I don't interview him anymore. I don't. I close the door. Sorry. If you're not even punctual, you're a job interview, it tells me everything about you. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you in my organization. Dress code. When you talk to bankers, they want to say this. When you talk to tech people, dress down a little bit. You might look too expensive. Lastly is material. Always bring every piece of material with you. Testimonial, catalog, brochure, contracts. Why? Because if every decision maker is in a room and everybody agrees, you can pull up the contract and start filling out the details. There is no reason why you shouldn't try to close a sales right there. That happens very well in residential real estate. Residential real estate, it's purely an emotional sales. And if the husband, the wife, and the kids are in the room and everybody likes it, pull out the contract. Pull out the contract. Trust me, you will see amazing results. This is the chit chat, okay, and how you control the meeting. When somebody is not trying to buy from you or trying to be deceiving, you guys gonna talk about family and I like boats and I like, diving. No. Bring him back. Bring him back to the straight line. The red line is your meeting. The black side is where he wants to go. But you are in control, nobody else, okay? Don't let him talk about dogs and wife and boats and diving is in chit chat. Then the straight line. Control the meeting. Oh, sorry. Okay, great. So most of you fall in this category. Actually, probably all of you. B2C, B2B, right? Let's compare it. In B2C, you have digital marketing gurus, right? Those are the people that shoot marketing ads, you receive traffic, you close sales. In the B2B, it's lead generation machine, aggressive salespeople. People that don't say no, they don't take no as an answer. They will knock door to door, building by building, floor by floor, to get more contacts. In the B2C, you have a customer experience, right? People, they need to make love with your product. They need to go in bed with it every day. They have to love it. In the B2B, it's preparation. Because when you arrive very prepared into a meeting with a guy and the guy says, oh, you really did your homework, right? This is a buying signal. They love people that are prepared because they receive so many useless salespeople every day that they're gonna stand out, the people that are actually prepared. Third is analytics, right? In tech, we can basically track anything. In B2B, it's listening to customers, something that really few companies do. Talk to customer, tell them why they like the product, why they don't like the product. In B2C is product, right? You need to create a fantastic product. In B2B, it's pitching and closing, great collateral material, great preparation, great pitch, great follow-up, great closing. In both B2C and B2B is customer service. You need to have a very good customer service. In B2C, then it's more digital marketing because you put digital marketing, you analyze, you create a big product, you analyze what happens, back to digital marketing. So more digital marketing, better optimized. In B2B, people that will succeed are people that make extra miles. Things that they twist the rules in order for the customer to be happy. Customer. Always customer. So why can't you close? These are the 3 main reasons why you can't close. Preparation, you're not prepared. Person, you're pitching to the wrong person. Pitch, you can't pitch, or you don't have a right pitch. You're pitching toilet paper to somebody who needs toothbrush. These are the 3 reasons why you can't close. Identify your process. There are very cheap tools. You don't need to invest $1 million in a sales CRM to have a sales organization. Google Excel, Google Sheet works very well. We actually use Pipe Drives. $10 per user. My organization uses Pipe Drive. $10 per user. All the leads are there. You can keep track of emails. You can do whatever you want. You need to track and update on a daily basis. So identify a software. Most of the software are free or very cheap today. Identify the software, identify the structure, and tracking. And lastly is always closing. You close at any cost. At any cost. Email, phone call, show up if they answer that. If the guy doesn't answer you, I don't take no as an answer. I show up outside his office. Tell me no. I'm here. You don't want to buy from me? Okay. But tell me no. Don't give me silence. Silence, I hate it. I hate silence. Which is the most powerful tools you guys can use? The smile. Trust me. Okay? So this is so-called the Pan Am smile. This is, well, most of you probably haven't flown Pan Am. So Pan Am pioneered the customer service on airplane today, right? They put beautiful men and women, nicely dressed, and they have a fantastic smile. And when you were flying business class, sir, coffee, your business class ticket is my whole year's salary, fuckers, you know? That was the feeling. That's a Pan Am smile, super fake, super fake. Don't trust those guys. You need to trust these guys. The Duchenne smile is the true, genuine smile. And when you're passionate about a product, when you're passionate about what you can do, when you're passionate about your company, it's natural, it's not a lie. That's the Duchenne smile. That's the Duchenne smile. So, I hope you will enjoy the money stage. Again, if you want bullshit, go somewhere else. Maybe the executive stage. One second. I promise you again, for those of you who just joined, in this stage, at every panel, every guest, you will learn something that you can apply tomorrow. It's a tough world out there. I only have one question. Thank you very much.